The Hyperbolic Time Chamber, or the Room of Spirit and Time, is a place in the Dragon Ball universe where time is much different than what we know. One day equals one whole year inside of this room. The place is also full of unsafe elements, and that's why today we're going to be explaining the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Hey, how's it going? My name is Raf, and welcome to Dragon Ball Code. And today we're going to be talking about the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, or the Room of Spirit and Time, and what happens in it. And if this is your first time here and you like Dragon Ball content, consider subscribing because this channel is all about Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, the Time Chamber is mostly used by the Z Fighters whenever they want to train for a long time, but they have a very short time to do it. And it has been used by many different people like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and even Piccolo. It is located in Kami's Lookout all the way up in the air, so to reach it you either have to climb Korin's Tower or fly. It's a pretty special place, but what goes on in there that's so special? Well, although the Time Chamber is located on Earth, once you open the doors, you immediately travel to a different dimension. Once the doors close, you are completely shut off from the outside world. And here, there's a small building with beds, a bathroom, a table, a pantry that can hold enough food, and a huge clock above the main area. This is basically a living area inside of the Time Chamber. On the outside of the building, there are two huge hourglasses filled with emerald powder that give the user the current time of the year inside of the chamber. The building is located in a huge empty white space where day and night cycles don't exist. It's always bright white. According to Goku, the whole area of the chamber is as big as Earth, and wandering too far can be dangerous because if you happen to get lost, the chances of you surviving become really slim. And it all has to do with the fact that 1. Finding that little building in a huge white area could be almost impossible, and 2. The conditions inside of the time chamber are very extreme. The gravity in there is 10 times the gravity of Earth. That's the same as the gravity on King Kai's planet and planet Vegeta. Air is also very thin. The time chamber has only a quarter of the amount of air that there is on Earth. Another thing that is very extreme are the temperatures. They can fluctuate from minus 40 degrees to 120 degrees in a short period of time. And one thing that can kill you is that apparently the further you get away from the building, the more extreme the conditions get. The gravity doesn't change though. But by far one of the most useful elements of the Room of Spirit and Time for the fighters is that inside of it, a full year would be only a full day on Earth. And this can give them the advantage over someone training outside because they can get a whole year worth of training in just one day. And this is great, especially for the Saiyans, for they can reach new levels of power within a short amount of time. The Time Chamber in the past originally had these rules. It could only be entered for a minimum of 2 years at a time, meaning 2 days on Earth. If the person stayed longer, they wouldn't be able to exit, they would be trapped in there forever, and no one would be able to use the door again. Another rule that the Time Chamber had was that it could only be used twice in a person's lifetime. But all of this changed when the Time Chamber was destroyed by Buu. When Dende fixed the Time Chamber, he got rid of all these rules, making the place more useful for the Z Fighters. So the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, or the Room of Spirit and Time, is an amazing tool that our heroes have. It can really be the test of time, but surviving the training in the extreme conditions of this place can really make you a tough son of a gun. If you could, would you ever train in here? And if you enjoyed this and you would like to support my channel, please check out my Patreon page in the description below. And of course, if you like Dragon Ball content, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I post a new video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.